The science of the snuggle. 7 reasons your dog sleeps in your bed. Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m. with a leg cramp because your dog decided to park themselves right in the middle of the mattress? You try to move them, but they give you that heavy-eyed look, and suddenly, you're the one sleeping on the edge of the bed. It's a universal experience for dog owners, but have you ever stopped to ask why? Why, when they have a perfectly good, expensive orthopedic bed on the floor, do they insist on hogging your blankets? Today, we are diving deep into the DNA, the chemistry, and the ancient history of the canine mind. We're breaking down the 7 real reasons your dog sleeps with you, and how this behavior actually changes the biology of both species. Reason 1. The ancestral defensive perimeter. We have to go back to before dogs were ever pets, back to a time when survival was a minute-to-minute struggle. In the wild, sleep was the most dangerous time for a canine. A solitary dog is an easy target for predators. To survive, they developed the pack sleep mentality. When your dog presses their back against yours or curls up at your feet, they are closing the circle. In their mind, they are protecting your blind spots. Dogs have a natural instinct to sleep back-to-back because it allows for a 360-degree field of awareness. By sleeping with you, they aren't just looking for a pillow, they are forming a defensive unit. They trust you to watch their back, and they are absolutely committed to watching yours. If you notice your dog always sleeps with their tail toward your face and their nose toward the door, this is exactly what you're seeing, the ancient pack sentinel at work. Pro tip. If your dog constantly shifts positions throughout the night, they aren't just restless, they are likely re-scanning the perimeter to ensure the room is still secure. Reason 2. Biological heat exchange. There's a biological reason your dog feels like a furry radiator. Their base body temperature is significantly higher than ours, usually between 101 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. In ancient times, humans and dogs survived freezing nights by sharing this metabolic heat. This is where the historical term three-dog night comes from. It described a night so bitterly cold you needed 3 dogs in bed just to stay alive. Even in a modern, climate-controlled house, that primitive drive to conserve energy through shared warmth is hardwired into their brain. When they crawl under the covers or lean their weight against you, they are utilizing a survival tactic that is tens of thousands of years old. For your dog, your body heat is a high-value resource that signals comfort and stability. The science side. This shared warmth actually helps a dog's immune system function more efficiently during rest, as the body doesn't have to work as hard to maintain its own core temperature. Reason 3. The oxytocin feedback loop. This isn't just about survival, it's about deep-level chemistry. When you and your dog have physical contact, both of your brains release oxytocin, often called the love hormone. This is the same powerful neurotransmitter that bonds mothers to their infants. During a long night of sleeping together, this chemical exchange lowers cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress, anxiety, and the fight-or-flight response. For a dog, especially one that spends time alone during the day, this 8-hour window of physical proximity is how they regulate their nervous system. It's a nightly therapy session that reinforces their emotional stability. Did you know? This chemical bond is so strong that even just looking into your dog's eyes while they are lying in bed can trigger a massive spike in these feel-good hormones for both of you. Reason 4. Scent recognition and security. A dog's world is built primarily on scent. Their olfactory bulb is about 40 times larger than ours, and they possess up to 300 million olfactory receptors. To your dog, your scent isn't just a smell. It's a safety signal and a source of identity. Research using fMRI brain scans shows that a dog's reward center lights up most intensely when they catch the scent of their primary human. Your bed is the scent headquarters of the entire home. It holds the highest concentration of your unique pheromones and oils. By sleeping there, they are literally marinating in the smell that makes them feel most secure. It's why you'll often find them heading for your pillow when you aren't home. It's where your scent is strongest. Pro tip. If you ever have to leave your dog at a kennel or with a sitter, leaving a worn t-shirt in their bed can drastically reduce their separation anxiety because it mimics this scent den effect. Reason 5. The nightly security guard. Dogs are much lighter sleepers than we are. They stay in a state of alert rest far longer than humans do, cycling through sleep stages much faster. By choosing your bed, they are positioning themselves at the most critical tactical point of the house. Most dogs will sleep facing the bedroom door or at the foot of the bed. They aren't just lounging, they are acting as a biological alarm system. Their ears are constantly scanning for low-frequency vibrations or sounds that we simply cannot hear. They take on the burden of the night watch so that you can reach the deep REM sleep you need. They are the original home security system. Watch for this. When you see them twitch or let out a soft, muffled bark in their sleep, they are processing those environmental sounds while staying anchored to you. They are essentially dream patrolling the house. Reason 6. Co-regulation and syncing. Fascinating new studies show that when dogs and humans sleep in close proximity, their heart rates and breathing patterns can actually synchronize over time. This is known as co-regulation. If you've had a stressful day, your dog can sense your elevated heart rate and tension. By pressing their body against yours, they are attempting to ground you with their own rhythmic, steady breathing. They are essentially piggybacking on your calm energy to find their own, creating a shared sanctuary where both species can recover. This synchronization is one of the reasons why people who sleep with their dogs often report feeling more rested and less anxious. Your dog is acting as a living, breathing, weighted blanket, providing deep pressure therapy that signals to your brain that it is safe to completely let go. Reason 7. Denning and social status. Finally, we have to look at the denning instinct and social hierarchy. Dogs are den animals by nature. They seek out small, soft, and elevated spaces because it gives them a tactical advantage. In the wild, the highest ground and the softest spot always belong to the leaders of the pack. When you allow your dog into your bed, you aren't just giving them a place to sleep. You are confirming their high social status within the family. It is the ultimate expression of acceptance. It tells them they aren't just an animal you own, but a core, permanent member of the family unit. This inclusion reduces pack anxiety and helps your dog feel confident in their role within your home. Bonus: common questions about bed sharing. Now, people often ask, is it bad for their training if I let them sleep in the bed? The short answer is no, as long as they still respect your space when asked. Another common question is about hygiene. While dogs do bring in a bit of extra dander, the psychological benefits usually far outweigh the extra vacuuming. Finally, people ask about resource guarding. If your dog growls when you move in the bed, that's a behavior to address with a trainer. But for the vast majority of dogs, the bed is simply a place of shared peace. Conclusion. So, the next time you find yourself pushed to the very edge of the mattress or realize you're sleeping in a tiny corner while your dog sprawls out, remember, it's not just a habit. It's history, it's chemistry, and it's the highest compliment a dog can give. They've chosen you to be their pack, their heater, and their world.